can I suggest to you that I see a way for you to actually feel great right now without even Natalie's substitute teaching money? The first thing you have to believe is that it is possible. I'm talking about just simply saying, as a couple making between $160,000 and $180,000 a year, we are simply never going to feel bad about money again. Did you know that you can do that?
Sounds great.
You can, but you have to set the intention. I think there's a certain amount of money where when you make it, I actually don't think you should be allowed to complain about the price of anything anymore. I'm not allowed to complain about the price of gummy bears. It is, and I would not, because I am very grateful to be able to go and buy the things that I want to buy. And so I simply have made a choice, even a rule. I am never going to complain about the price of something. I am too fortunate and I make too much money to do that. Because you make $160,000 to $180,000 a year.
I'm not going to complain about the cost of childcare.
Every dollar I spend on our awesome childcare, we feel so lucky. Amazing.
I come at that from a different perspective because I started postpartum depression therapy after my first child, and I've worked really, really hard to be in a positive mental state for myself and my family. And daycare is one of those things that truly helps me as an individual.
We are simultaneously working the numbers, but this is such an important lesson, especially for you. Guarantee you will still feel scarce around money. It is not purely a math equation here. There's something much deeper and, in my opinion, much more meaningful here. You two are in a position you have never realized before because you are operating on the valuable lessons that your parents taught you that happen to not match your current financial reality. The fact of the matter is, you are already on track to have millions and millions of dollars. What is the difference between the two of you having 6.3 or 5.8 or 6.7 or 5.5? It makes no difference in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
Yeah. And wouldn't that money, a few $100s extra per month, be much more valuable right now, especially for the next 3 years?
I did not expect financial advice to be save less. And in this particular situation, it makes a lot of sense. I'd like to be able to return to that 401k contribution and everything when it's more comfortable and there's not the stress around the money. But it makes a lot of sense. There was no way I would have thought, oh, stop saving.
It's like someone telling you not to breathe. When you become more adept with money, then you start to see it less as a series of black and white rules and more as a fluid, beautiful art form. If I'm you, I'm going, we make $175,000 a year. We cannot be stressed out about money. We just can't. I am not going to allow that to be a part of our household. So if we know that we are calm, cool, collected, a team, then what decisions would we make?